mean, they are, they really, I mean, they are Bravo icons in the way that, to your point, I appreciate sometimes that she will speak her mind. She has no filter. She'll speak her mind. She'll stand by it like that. I do admire somebody like that. It's why I actually can't continually, I unfollowed Bethany and I'm not going to refollow. But there are times I'm like, you know what? Bethany's right. Like, Bethany has a great point. I admire Bethany.
Which one?
Let's see. What did she recently do? I was like, she's totally
About the OGs versus the newbies that try too hard.
100% about Roni, 1000%, completely right there.
I don't think she's right about Bazoma St. John. She says, Boz, this is the problem with Housewives. We're hiring a chief marketing officer from Netflix. That's like the real deal. Oh, this woman ain't gonna bring anything. She's too, I mean, she had real jobs. She's like, I was starving to death. Luann fell in the bushes. Ramona shit the bed. She's like, that's what Housewives is. Boz, oh, Bethany, you're wrong about Boz. She's wrong about Bazoma. She ain't going nowhere. She's doing great, Boz. Great. So is Jennifer Tilly. They're staying.
Oh yeah, like Jennifer Tilly. Well, I think Bethany she pops up and then she has a good point. I enjoy her. I love when
Um,
people try to cancel her and she's like, cancel culture's dead." Like, okay, and here you guys are. I'm stronger than ever. And I mean her fans, she's the most loyal freaking these people ride for her. People like love Bethany. No, there's a lot of things I admire. Now, do I think she has some genius business plan? No, I think it's chaotic. I think if you go back and look, there's no reality reckoning. I Juliet Harris, we both know her very well. Rachel Levis's PR woman, love Juliet. Juliet says there's a lot going on with reality reckoning behind the scenes. I disagree with Juliet on that. I doubt there's much happening, and so I think I'm. This is just a long-winded way of saying I don't think Bethany has any genius business strategy. I think she did with Skinny Girl years ago, and she got what she deserved. She got a lot of money for it, but I don't think there's any that it's a ship without a rudder now.
Speaking of Bethany, what do you think of she's gone Instagram official with her new man? And let's talk about the Kelly Bensimon of it all. Talk to me about Bethany.
I love this. Bensimon was at an event, asked about dating.
Hmm.
Said, "Oh yeah, I started talking to this guy in California. It was great. We were chatting. We were going to meet up, and then I realized, oh, he's Bethany Frankel's new boyfriend."
Yep. Now, I love how she also gets into like, well, I'm in East Hampton. I mean, of course, she's like, and I was going to meet him in Bridgehampton, but I was already too far close to the city in Southampton. I'm like, Kelly, people that don't know the Hamptons don't know what you're talking about. Then she explains about the phones. It is true. There's no cell towers in the Hamptons. So you need to be like on Wi-Fi somewhere or you can't. There's just no service. So I mean, when you're home, you have service and play, but like there's just no service. So um well, first of all, can I just say something because you criticize her so much? I mean, all I know is I don't know about Dennis Shields, RIP, but Jason Hoppy, I mean, yes, please. Paul Vernon, yes, please. And this new guy, what is it? Tom Valenti? Is that his name? Something Valenti. Yes, all three. Bethany Frankel can fucking pull. I would do Jason, I would do Paul, and I would do this new guy. What's his name? Is it Tom or is it John? It's
I
something
don't. Hey,
Valente.
and he'll be gone in 2 years. I don't even.
Nice
She
Italian guy.
uses men like rolls of toilet paper.
Oh my God. Well, anyway, Tom Valenti. All three. Jason Hoppy, Paul Vernon, and this guy Tom Valenti. All three of them age appropriate, attractive, successful. I mean, I don't know how successful Jason is, but Paul Vernon had a shitload of money, and this guy has a shitload of money. Bethany Frankel, who I don't want to make a stereotype. I mean, do you think she's easy
Here
to
we go.
date? Well, do you think she's easy? Do you think I'm easy to date? I'm actually pretty easy to date in a way. In another way, I'm a terror. But do you think Bethany Frankel is easy to date? Yet she gets these hot guys. You're
Oh,
laughing.
there's
She's
a
laughing.
lot to unpack here. First of all,
Okay, go ahead and
way too
unpack it.
easy to date. I can't even be, no, she does not seem easy to date. She's been engaged, what, 9 times?
And please save your bullshit. Whoever's at home, save your bullshit. Oh, that's such a misogynist thing to say. First of all, fuck off. Second of all, buy knee pads and suck my cock. And third of all, it's not misogynist to say, okay? Give me a fucking break.
Wait,
She
what part
seems
was misogynist? Where did we, how
I
did
don't
we
know
get
that I said
we
she's
hit the
difficult
gas?
she's difficult to date. The gas is on. Um you
The
got me
foot.
riled up. You got me riled up. Maybe this is why you need a break from me. So what do you think about this with and what do you think about Kelly on
Look,
Raya?
I think Raya is a very small, incestuous world. I missed the Raya gap because I was dating my husband, but I had friends on it. I knew men in DC that did very well that were on it. They were sort of on the scene, um, which meant that a lot of women in town had dated them. They were kind of, they just never really wanted to settle down. I think it's true. I think he probably was playing the field, got with Bethany. To your point, Bethany can pull. Uh, I would think she's extremely difficult, but
Just
some men love a challenge. So there you go. I don't know what I have nothing more to make of it, right? Like I just feel like, okay, yeah, he probably was into Bensimon, but then things started heating up with Bethany, and there you have it. Like it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't a Luann situation where back in the day Luann was engaged to Tom, but Tom was at the bar making out with like another woman. I think it was all fair game, right? I don't think there's much more to this story.
no, I mean, of course, I do have some questions
Oh,
about, well, what is the crossover? I mean, that's really what it is. Like, what is the crossover? Like, were they dating? Was it like he just met her? I'm just curious about that. I mean,
good point.
granted, I think the bigger issue is like, is this like another John Jansen or Slade Smiley? I love Slade and Gretchen. Look, they've made it. But I mean, is this like another guy just going through, or is this just like, look, I spent a third of my time in the Hamptons. I gotta tell you, it ain't a dating pool. It ain't a dating pool. Lots of people are already coupled up in the Hamptons. Like I have friends that don't leave the Hamptons. Hi, Lisa Gallo. Hi, Sam. You know Sam. My friend David. I have people
I
that
love
like live in the Hamptons. They hardly ever leave. And how can I put this nicely? What do you do? What do you do under the sheets? Because like, I mean,
we
if I
sleep with
didn't
the locals. I mean,
I don't know. There ain't if I didn't leave
hot
and go to
lobsterman
LA and
locals out there.
honey, yeah,
You gotta
okay.
just lower the zeros in the bank account. You'll find a lot of people.
Honey, I'll sleep with, I mean, my standards are not so high. If I didn't leave the Hamptons, I would probably call myself celibate. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You come to New York, you get a little something. You go to LA and
Get a
but
lot of
get a lot of something. So I don't know. Maybe it's just that he's not looking out for New York and looking out for the Roni and it's a slow season in the Hamptons. But I mean, Bethany, I mean, these two women is there, other than the age, is there anything similar about a shrewd, hard ass, smart, no nonsense New York businesswoman that has multiple homes herself and, a little bit of a flighty, gorgeous ex model? I don't
Well,
know.
hasn't she done very well as a real estate agent, Kelly Metsimon? I'm not sure she's such a
Yes.
wallflower on business. I think she's done pretty well. And she was one of the first
Yeah.
housewives, I think, to get in the real estate game and actually be quite successful. So, and our mutual friend, Paul Wharton,
Mhm.
is good friends with Kelly Bensimon. And he says she's very business savvy. She just doesn't advertise it. I think that's true.
Okay. I love it. I love it. Seriously. What do I know? Good for you. What else you got? Where do you want to go with this,
There's
girl?
so much tea. I don't know. Where are you feeling? Do you believe that Vicky Gunvalson gave